Okay. Firstly, Akash Madhwal. What a sensational bowling spell. 5 for 5 gave me Anil Kumble vibes. Because he had that figures at one point in time in 2009. But because of this, Mumbai Indians will face Gujarat Titans in the second qualifier. They have absolutely thrashed the Lucknow Super Giants by 81 runs. And if you look at it, a total complete performance by the Mumbai Indians bowlers and the fielders who ensured that it was as clinical as it can come.
Yeah, I mean, when MI started off, we had a lot of doubts. But then everything first it was the batting that clicked, and now it's the bowling. I think they're now a complete package.
Started off today or IPL?
IPL?
Today you had
No.
Mumbai connection.
I picked Mumbai since yesterday. I had decided that I was going to support Mumbai tomorrow.
Saransh, our dear friend, has 2-3 teams. He has a pecking order as well.
Really?
Do you also?
No, I just thought Maharashtrian connection, so why not?
See, when he wore that Gokuldam Premier League jersey, I knew they were doomed. I knew it. At least wear the original jersey, but that Gokuldam Premier League jersey was...
Yeah, that's last year's original.
Last year's, but it was Gokuldam Premier League. That was the original, this is just the fake.
He started off by being a KKR fan.
And see where KKR
I don't know
are.
what happened to KKR.
Thank God he didn't wear their jersey. Don't know how many matches they lost.
Then he started supporting Rajasthan.
Wore the t-shirt, they started losing.
Yeah.
It's all tied together.
Then
He wore LSG's shirt today and bus. That's all she wrote. Good night, that's over.
so whose jersey is he going to be wearing?
I told him to wear GT's jersey. He'll get El Clasico on the final then.
You're asking him to play Drake.
Yes.
For those who don't know, we're talking about Saransh, our own heart producer, whichever team he's been supporting, they're being knocked out of the IPL.
It's like our in-house Drake curse. There's a thing that Drake the rapper, he has this thing that if he's spotted wearing any team's jersey or anything, they end up losing a big match. It's just a thing.
So what happens with Lucknow Super Giants getting knocked out? This is the second time they're knocked out at the same place.
Yes,
Correct.
RCB did them a favor last year.
No, last year also.
Last year-
Yeah, eliminator only.
Yep.
Do them a favor, yeah, by knocking them out.
Considering the rivalry.
Oh,
now,
last year there was no rival, right?
Yeah.
Last year was nothing. It was just a
Yeah.
match.
So 2 seasons in a row, Lucknow Super Giants have made it to the final 4. And on both occasions, they've been knocked out in eliminator number 1.
Yep.
Yes?
Yes. Just the eliminator. And
He was being shown by the camera sitting in the dugout, and he was quite complete.
Nice.
had to happen.
His regular look.
Yeah, even when LSG was playing well, he still had that Gambhir
Yeah,
face.
but whatever said and done, this team finished third, 17 points.
Yeah.
Only third team that managed those many points. Somehow or the other, I think this is where big match temperament counts. And this is what has happened. If you take a look at the league stage, Gujarat finished top
Yes.
ahead of Chennai. But when it came to a crunch encounter, it was Chennai that was victorious. Same thing today. It was Lucknow who finished ahead of Mumbai, but then when it came to a crunch game, a more experienced, a more successful team did it. So I guess, having done it in the past, having been in situations like this, I think kind of helps. So you know what to do in what situation, and I think that's what Mumbai Indian showed. Though, whilst I was giving this example, I'm also reminded of Gujarat, who did everything for the first time last season and then went ahead and
And one qualifier one last year, remember?
no, also because they didn't have any of these two teams challenging them.
True, they had RR in the qualifier one
Correct.
and the final.
Yes, so they did not come across a team like Chennai or a team like Mumbai who are
Clutch.
masters when it comes to the crunch situation.
And
So that's why maybe.
in fact, RR also, if you look at it, the first and only final they had played was 2008. Entire generation had changed since that point. So it didn't really matter in terms of that big match temperament or anything. Because A, it didn't exist. B, the players who did have it, well, none of them are going to be around now. So it was a whole new team, and they looked.
This performance from Mumbai, by the way, this thumping win that they've had, it takes me back to something that Shivam used to say very often, and many people I'd say, when it appeared that they could finish in the top 4, why many people, including let's say Shivam, they said we'd rather have an RCB than Mumbai in the top 4 because this is what a big team can do. And that's what they did today. The temperament, the experience, the confidence that they played with, they got an above par total, and they were completely the dominant side on the day.
What are you showing us, Shivam? Oh, you're checking. You want us to see something?
Please pardon him today. He is going through stuff right
That's why I thought he was showing.
Spoken like a true DC fan.
That's fine.
Because you have undergone years and years and years of pain, you're immune to it. No?
No, but he's not saying that he's immune. He's feeling for it.
Yeah, I know.
He's actually saying that.
We feel the pain, yeah.
Yeah, he's actually saying. No, so what is it that?
Sachin की क्या ब्रांड ने मैंगो का पकड़ा?
He hasn't.
But look at what's trending at the top.
Okay,
Mango.
let's see it. So click on it. Let's see what other clicks. So he is drawing our attention, Shivam, our producer, to one of the latest trending topics on Twitter, which is mangoes. So when you click mangoes, can we see it on the large screen? Please?
Scroll.
Can you cut to? One second, show me from the start. Okay, will it be cut in the full screen? Okay. So the first search that comes with mango is Naveen getting ready for his own mango business. Okay. The other one is sweet mangoes to LSG and Naveenul Haq.
Scroll down more.
Lucknow sweet mangoes for you. This is what Naveen had used.
Exactly.
This particular meme. So he's used that meme. Go slow, yaar. Why in a hurry? No, I mean next one story. This is the meme that Naveen had used, so he used it again. Slowly. Another one saying mangoes served. Okay, that is Mumbai Indians beating Lucknow. Okay, somebody putting Mumbai's thing, beating them, saying mango is tasting very nice. Tastes like heaven. Whatever.
I mean,
Right.
Alfonso mangoes in Mumbai at this time.
No, go slowly, yaar.
ऐड है ना गुड स्ट्राइक है
No, उसके ऊपर जो था
ऊपर
यार.
एक था.
हाँ, what does he say? हाँ, ऊपर. हाँ, what is this? अच्छा, eat mango. Nishant is telling. है ना Naveen? हाँ, okay. Then sweet mango moment.
That wasn't an ad. उसके ऊपर वाला भी.
Yeah, it is. It is.
अच्छा,
is?
what is this?
ये अपने भाई है
अच्छा, this is this. What is it? Mango? What is it? Yeah. Sweet mango shake.
For
By the way, looking at all these mango pictures,
Your temper.
I want to have.
I wish I had carried some mangoes today.
Though I had mango after my.
When I go to Mumbai, I'll get a crate of Alfonso mangoes. They're anyway the best.
No, yeah.
Of course.
I'm not.
Of course, Alfonso. You have not had the proper Alfonso.
See,
No, this is
Where I come from.
I know.
this is the guy who rates Mumbai street food higher than everything
Million
else.
times better.
Then
Million
what?
times than Delhi or any other nation, I may say.
That is your opinion. You're outvoted here only.
I don't care.
So,
People don't know real taste.
but you also.
I'm
don't
sorry,
care
that chutney in
you
the
think
vada pav
that
ain't taste.
Vijay Shankar is God's gift to cricket also.
That I never
Make it the
say.
truth.
That I never say. I backed Vijay Shankar because he was very unfairly undone
No, but
by the Indian state itself, the deep state.
Deep st-
Yeah, the Indian deep state. Absolutely. I'll go as far as to say, how could 2-3 performances? That's a different debate altogether. 2-3 performances just chop off.
Discuss
We're
Vijay
discussing
Shankar
mangoes.
in this thing. We're discussing mango, and that's what you're saying is your opinion on mango, na? That
yeah.
cannot be the gospel truth that everyone has to agree to.
Yeah.
Not agreeing. I'm just saying it is one of the best.
For you, one of the best. You quickly changed.
No, I said it is one of the
No, he
best.
said the best.
One of the best.
Rewind.
Rewind 5.
Everyone heard, he said the best. But can I tell you, it's very subjective, and I've had
Yeah.
debates over mango, and I have come across various people who have voted for various different mangoes. Okay? And I'm guessing each of them are right. And it's not that all of us haven't tried those mangoes. We all had the top 10, 12 varieties of mangoes that are available in the country. In fact, there are some beyond that as well that a lot of us haven't tried. But even if I was to look at top 10, 12, I'm sure in this very room, we'll have 5 different varieties which we think.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean any of us will be right. Okay.
Or wrong.
Do let us know what your favorite variety of mango is that way, since we're discussing.
नवीन वाला नवीन में था
Which one is that? I
I
don't
don't know. But
Typical Indian fan.
Figure out.
I'm telling
We are
you.
talking about variety of mango, not what Naveen had. We don't know. Does anybody know what? Yeah,
No, we just know they were sweet. All we know is that they were sweet.
Must have been an Alfonso.
What is your favorite?
I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite, but yeah, Alfonsos are a weak spot.
Okay, he's gone with Alfonso.
No,
Alfonso.
not the Mumbai Alfonso per se.
Rather Ratnagiri Apus.
Ratnagiri.
Exactly.
Mostly not from.
The Raigad. Ratnagiri Raigad Apus.
We used to have somebody who promised us he'd send us.
Now Mumbai Road.
Yeah.
How do you
He
know?
didn't send us.
He didn't send us.
Oh,
Vikrant Jadhav.
Yeah, Vikrant Jadhav was his name.
Yes.
I can't really differentiate, but the sweetest mangoes I've had are from my childhood home's backyard where we had a big mango tree.
Achha. You
Best-
don't know what variety
no,
that was.
best tasting mangoes like it.
That happened.
Your turn, Harshit.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm not a big fan of mangoes.
No.
Oh.
Cancel
That's
Harshit.
rare though.
Hashtag cancelled.
That is so what Delhi has so many different varieties. I mean there are each mango I like for different reasons. I like the chosa. It's really nice and sweet. I like the seri, which is my
Dasari.
favorite, only because it's so you can just eat it and you're not supposed to cut it.
Yeah.
So just squeeze it and eat it. And it reminds me of my childhood memories. It's an amazing mango.
Malda.
Yes.
Malda is good. I also like a mango called the Hammam, if I'm not mistaken. It comes from Andhra or somewhere. I tried that.
There's
Very
one
nice.
Langda.
Langda.
Langda is very good. Langda
Yeah,
is very
that's
popular.
very sweet, I think.
Langda is very popular. Yes, yeah. There's Kesar, there's a variety of mangoes that you get, very good. There's a nice variety that comes from Tamil Nadu. I've forgotten the name of the mango, also very nice.
I don't know.
No, I'll tell you the name.
Nope, I don't
Hearing
know.
these names for the first time.
देखो.
I will tell you
comments
the
में
name
क्या
of
बता
that. I will tell you the name of that. Quickly go to our comment section. Maybe some people would have picked their favorite, but I am going to tell you that.
No way, GGK. No way.
What? Take some comments.
So GGK is saying that Mumbai street food is horrible. Delhi is best and then Gujarat.
I agree with the first half where he says Delhi is best.
No way.
What Delhi street food have you eaten?
What Mumbai street food have you eaten?
Mumbai has one street food.
No, that's where you're wrong. Same, the generalization that you accuse me of Delhi, I'm accusing the same thing of Mumbai.
Okay, name me the variety of street foods then.
Where?
In Mumbai.
Mumbai, okay, you got ragda patties, you got bhel puri, you got pav bhaji, you got khandvi, you got khaman dokla, you got all the other
So
things.
I've eaten at least three
Better
of
than
these.
Mumbai.
I've eaten at least 3 of these and none of them match what you get in Delhi. Sorry.
No, sorry, Delhi is the worst of the lot. How do you come to that? Delhi is the worst of the lot. I've eaten that, it is terrible. Mumbai is miles ahead.
What Mumbai Delhi street food have you eaten which you didn't like?
Chole bhature.
Chole bhature is not a street food.
It is a street food.
That matters as well.
Yeah, you need to be at the right place at the right time. In Mumbai, I've been in more such places. In Delhi, I haven't been to.
Okay, I'm just saying a few comments. GGK says Mumbai street food is horrible. Delhi is
Wrong.
best, and then Gujarat. Prakash Jha says Alfonso are the most overhyped. Literally, I like Alfonsos, but I think you're right in the sense that they are a bit overrated. I mean, in the sense as to the kind of price that they get, I don't get. That why would you charge that much for it?
But someone has the name.
Arvind Ravi Shankar.
Bangimpalli, no.
Bangarampalle.
No. I'll tell you
I'm
the
so
other.
glad
By the way,
that's
even
not
the
a curse
hammam
word.
that I was talking about is from Tamil Nadu. I was telling you, it is actually called the Imam Pasand or the Himayat or the Hammam. They are all the same. It comes from Sri Rangam
Srirangam.
in Tamil Nadu. So it's
Near
not
Madurai.
very like. Tried very nice. So anyway, that's not the discussion. We only went to mangoes because it was trending.
Yes.
After Naveenul Huck's team is out, there's some more go down. There was another one I can see. Yeah, that one, which was bye bye Naveenul Huck. You got the exact kind of mangoes you deserve. Okay, so what do you make of this? By the way, I mean I know there are a lot of them unhappy with his tweet about Virat Kohli, but in the sense like but you guys are celebrating him out while RCB were out of that even before.
Much
Yeah.
before,
Yeah, so at least his team reached the playoffs. So
Also, he did his bit with the ball. Let's not forget.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good performance with the ball.
Very good.
this is like typical troll. What was that other one? Just go up. There was one more. No. What is this?
He's going to catch a mango.
Okay. They think today the mangoes will be bitter for Naveen. What's it? Anyway, so that's what is happening. By the way, now another trend. There is mangoes and there's a sweet mangoes trending also now.
Because people really have long memories. The internet never forgets.
2 stories, remember, he put up. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the game, it was not a competition. We had said in our mid-innings that it was above par, total for sure. But I, to be very honest, didn't think that LSG are going to capitulate the way they did. It was an annihilation, a beating. You can look at various other adjectives.
Self-destruction.
Self-destruction, a few wickets, yes. But
At
overall,
least 3 of them.
yeah, but overall, you just completely outplayed. Whether some wickets were because of the brilliance of their bowling or some because they
Mix-ups.
shot themselves on their foot. Overall, it was just not a kind of performance that you expect from a team that's done well or finished third on the table with 17 points, as I said. So again, pretty insipid, and I think such performances they'll need to take a hard look at. I know that it's a very professional run setup, and I know this from the time that I interviewed the owners of Lucknow before the starting of season 1, and even that time they had said that, listen, we expect nothing but a win. So it didn't happen that time, it's not happened again, and I think that was the first season. It still could have been like accepted. It's happened again. So I think they're going to have a hard look at what is going right, what is going wrong for them. So what went wrong then for Lucknow?
that muddle order that Shane often highlighted. That muddle order today bit you really, really hard. And again, let us not forget that the Indian contingent in Lucknow Super Giants hardly performed. Hardly. This is where KL Rahul's absence made a big, big difference. KL Rahul was the only Indian in that who was performing. But
Relatively so, but still performing.
yeah, he performed.
But not a great season he was having.
Yeah, he unlike his, he scored only 230. When in the previous IPL seasons, in the halfway stage, you would at least have about 300, 400 runs. He didn't have that. But the unfortunate thing about KL Rahul's performance was that only his strike rate was the main focus. No one at that time focused on the value that he was giving to the batting, which was he was trying to keep it together.
Yes.
You remove KL Rahul in that list. In the batters, I think he's not been there ever since May 1. And from that point on, which Indian batter performed? LSG came on the back of contributions from Marcus Stoinis,
Puran.
Nicholas Puran. That's it.
And Kyle Mayers in the beginning of the season.
In the beginning. But your season was done when KL Rahul was injured. May 1st was the starting point of that. You only came through to the eliminator because of individual brilliances from Stoinis and Puran. That's about it.
In fact, if you look at it though, I don't understand again with their batting order, because I keep saying this, I've made this point so many times, my head hurts, is that what are they thinking when they are sending out that batting order? Krunal Pandey at 3?
Yeah.
Who is he?
We're not. He's who?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it now. Please check out a preview as well.
Yeah.
This is the one thing that we spend maximum time talking about. The one thing that Lucknow really needs to get right is get their batting order right, which they haven't been.
And I mean, it's been a bigger problem really ever since KL went, because then they couldn't figure out for the life of them who their opener was. The irony is they signed one opener as a replacement, he didn't get a snip in a game. Karan Nair. And I'm not saying Karan Nair would have been a game changer of anything of the sort, but he was the only genuine opener you had. Everyone else was makeshift. Deepak Hooda, Prerak Mankad, Karan Sharma,
people will talk about that Naveen ul Haq did well. I still have a feeling that you needed to get both Quinton and Kyle Mayers. That was the only, because one of them would kick on. Stoinis you couldn't drop, Puran you couldn't drop. I mean, to be fair, Puran got an amazing ball today. First up, that ball came
beautiful.
in, just went away from him slight that needed, because of the angle, it only moved slightly away from him. Took that edge, got out, first ball. That can happen, right? That's what cricket is. I mean, It wasn't unlucky. It wasn't casual stroke. It was none of that. First ball can happen. Stoinis, I think, unlucky, could have done better. But unlucky as in how many times do both batsmen
Collide.
With each other. That was to happen. So I think those are two major wickets that turned around. But that's why I said maybe Quinton there. They could have sacrificed with Naveen. Okay, whoever bowled may not have picked up 4 wickets. Somebody else may have. But runs would have been roughly the same. But I guess batting it would have made a huge difference.
Yes.
Yes, Shivam, sorry.
सॉरी सर मैं कमेंट्री में सुन रहा था गावस्कर भी बोल रहे थे कि टॉप 4 टीम पहुंचे अब मुंबई का देख लो आप ओपनिंग पेयर सेम रहा है पूरे सीजन जीटीवी एंड
CSK.
एलएसजी पहुंची है वो
हाँ. Okay, so what he's trying to point out is that all other top teams have had a consistent opening pair other than LSG, but their hand was forced with the fact that KL got injured. So it's not that something they could have done. Had KL been fit, they were definitely going with either KL Mayers or KL Quinton, whatever. Wouldn't have changed. I think that hurt them.
But even then, that still doesn't take anything away from the fact that they haven't figured out their best middle order. There was a problem last year. It remains a problem this year. And ideally, if I look at who's there, Badoni 3, Stoinis, Puran 4, 5. Because you can't be batting them lower than that. Not a chance. And Puran has to be 5. Maybe you could take the risk, but again, see, that's the thing. There's too many middle order batsmen and not of lower order batsmen.
Yeah.
No one there who can come and hit from ball 1, because again, Puran is best against spinners.
Yeah.
He's a very good player of spin. Stoinis can tong, but he takes a little time to get going. Same with Badoni. Same with Huda. Who's their lower order? They don't have a lower order. It's a team of middle order batsmen. And, individual brilliance got them through to the playoffs. Because one match it was Puran, one match it was Stoinis, some matches was both. But in knockout matches, it always comes back to bite you. I remember even last year, they imploded in similar fashion when faced up against Josh Hazelwood.
Yeah. And also remember, last year, which was the one informed batter that they had to keep out? Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis did not get that much of game time.
Despite doing nothing wrong, actually.
Exactly.
He played really well in the initial stages, then they had to keep him out.
Because, why? What did Quinton de Kock do? Because he was the one who was the informed batter at that point in time. So what to do? The same conundrum. Mayers started well. It got compounded by 2 things. One, Quinton de Kock reaching the IPL late because of international commitments. So Mayers had done very well. Now how do we slot in Quinton de Kock? You couldn't drop Stoinis because there was a chance. If Stoinis had not done well, he was the ultimate replacement.
Yeah, because Puran was probably their best batsman throughout.
Yes.
So he was undroppable. Plus different roles.
And Lucknow Super Giants' fortunes changed when Naveen Ullah came. His death bowling was the one that ensured Lucknow Super Giants got out of jail a lot of times. Because what was their bowling lineup before that? You had Avesh Khan. I'm sorry. And on top of that, when Wood went back, one because of injury, because of family commitments, you needed Naveen's variety in the death overs. So that, and he proved you today, 4 wickets. And even in the first game that they played at Savai Mansingh, who won them that game? It was Naveen ul Haq.
Again a slow pitch, by the way.
That was the conundrum. Who to fit in where? And the Indian contingent not performing, that was LSG's Achilles heel throughout the season.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the team that's won. Man, Mumbai Indians. That's the reason why they are the most successful team in IPL. Truth be told, I don't know how many of us picked them in the top 4. I didn't.
I think none of us did.
How do I know? You have a tweet to show us? Show us.
Yeah, I also didn't pick them because ironically
Why did
for
you
their
pick them?
bowling.
Because you like them, or did you pick them
No,
because you
just-
think they'll do well?
I thought they'll do well.
Was it a hunch?
So,
Yeah,
so Gargi is the only one amongst all of us that picked Mumbai Indians
I'll have to scroll
to
back.
make it.
So now I know why there are a few out there who consider us Mumbai haters. None of us picked them in that one.
Yeah, but so what? So
But
what?
now we are entitled. You had to pick just
I-
4.
I mean, what do you mean? I did not. Okay, this is dated 31st March. She picked Mumbai, RCB, DC, CSK.
That's okay. I also picked DC, so they did me in also.
So all of us got 2 out of the 4 predictions right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I picked GT.
Yeah, I got LSG and CSK.
GT CSK for me. I had picked RR and
I got 3, but then you can count it as 2 because I picked 5 teams.
Yeah.
So 3 out of the 5 came.
One of my options is always going to be wrong, which is
RCB.
RCB.
But
And then-
RCB
But RCB have a surprisingly good record of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Nothing else they might
so
do.
not a title prediction.
But still,
This was
year,
well said by Virat himself. We
Nah.
made it 8 times.
With the playoff kings, do they get a trophy for that?
No, but none of us. So firstly, kudos to them. And Harshit says that a lot of you say Mumbai haters. We get it on social media. I mean, you can only pick 4 teams, right? So then we are 6-team haters anyway,
Yeah.
right? And the reason is we did not pick the remaining 14 because we got some nice goodie bags, coffee hampers from them, so we picked them. And the ones who didn't send us coffee hampers, we didn't pick them. None of it was like that, right? We picked based on the teams that we thought would do well, so clearly we picked them. And the ones we didn't pick is because we thought they didn't have the team. It's not because we don't like the faces of the captain or the color of the jersey that they wear or whatever. It's just that we didn't think that they'll make it. By the way, forget us. How many of you predicted that Gujarat's going to win the first season that they participated?
Yeah.
Tell me one person who must have picked that Gujarat will win last season. How many of you? This season another matter because you saw them win the title, so I'm guessing a few did. That's why I picked them in my top 4 because of what we had seen. I am honestly probably, I can't remember, but I had picked Gujarat to finish last or second last season. I remember that clearly. And how many picked? I can't think of anybody who picked Gujarat to
I don't
win.
think anybody
Unless there were people who became Gujarat fans on the basis from first season itself. Maybe they were Hardik Pandya fans or Rashid Khan fans. No, but it
I'm
happens,
saying even experts wouldn't have called it
not
last
expert.
year.
I'm saying somebody who became or
Yeah.
people in Gujarat who were supporting the team. They may have thought.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about neutrals who were just looking at the league or what's going to happen. How many of them must have picked Gujarat to win? I don't think too many people. And that's the beauty of the IPL. You can't get it right. And we didn't pick Mumbai because I didn't think they have the bowling lineup. Everyone, I think you can go back to our reviews and when we were trying to make the 11, the one thing I found difficult was, okay, batting I can still understand. You bowling, they just didn't have. And especially with no Bumrah, at that time we'd even considered Archer and even he was out.
Yeah.
For a team to have done that, how many of the folks that are watching us now or the ones that call us Mumbai haters thought that Akash Madhwal will emerge and be like this? Who saw this? Please tell me. How many of them saw that Nehal Vadera would back the way he did? So
Who expected Piyush Chawla to have like a late career second wind? No one.
Good on them.
Yeah.
They did. But they've surprised everyone.
Yeah.
So they surprised us. That's why we didn't pick them. It's
Yep.
got nothing to do with,
And on this wicket, if you look at it, the spinners didn't do any kind of damage.
Look
it
at
was the
Ritik-
pacers.
Look at Ritik Shawkin's 1 over, went for 18 runs.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, just 1 wicket for Piyush Chawla, rest all 6 wickets went to pace. That was the difference in this Chepauk wicket today. And what did Madhwal do? Seam movement of the deck. And he hit the right lengths. Something which Mumbai Indians were wanting in the past couple of matches. We want the bowlers to hit the right lengths. And just like how Naveen ul Haq changed LSG's fortunes in the death, Akash Madhwal changed their fortunes in the death overs. Especially in that Punjab game, 4 wickets he took. That was the making of Akash Madhwal. 6 runs, 9 runs in the 20th over. Man, that needs a different level of skill. And I think Roorkee seems to produce some magical players in that sense.
No,
Rishabh
just
Pant.
2. Apparently he's Rishabh Pant's neighbor.
Yeah.
So, and
Same coach.
he, unlike Rishabh, who at a very young age took to season ball cricket, leather ball cricket, and moved to Delhi, Akash Madhwal wasn't really serious about cricket. He kept playing tennis ball cricket. Till the age of 22, 23, he was only playing
Wow.
tennis ball cricket. He did not play,
Yeah.
seam ball or leather ball cricket at all. But you can make out with that action that he has, the nippy one, where he doesn't jump much, uses the shoulder, very tennis ball like. Because with
Yeah.
tennis ball, you need to that kind of an
Have
action to generate
force.
pace. So he had that, but he's really turning it on. So a late bloomer in that sense, took to serious cricket much later, but has flourished and come into his own. I think that's what IPL allows. I mean, in previous days where it was just limited to international cricket, Ranji Trophy cricket, you wouldn't have seen too many of these kind of bowlers come in. So incredible, incredible. And no surprise, he's the man of the match
Best figures in the playoffs.
in the history of IPL.
history
Well
of
done,
IPL.
yeah.
Wow.
And just a reminder what Rohit Sharma said very recently in an interview to the broadcaster, where he said that you guys keep saying that we had superstar team, superstars were there, he's like, Kunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah weren't superstars. Mumbai Indians made them superstars. And in the same way, you will see the Akash Madhwals and the Tilak Vermas and Nehal Vaderas
Yes.
as future stars when they keep playing for India. Which is
Good
a-
on him.
which is a
He
good-
even credited the management and the scouting unit.
No, he said.
Yes.
He
He said it's not about Rohit Sharma.
He said it in his own set. Said, अरे हम लोग देखते हैं, हमारे लोग जाके वहाँ पे देखते हैं जो खेल रहे हैं. You know, like we do a lot of behind the scenes work as well.
Yeah.
So it's not that we get lucky,
Of course.
we spend money and we get big players. So they do, and he does
Yeah.
show.
He talks in that Shana style.
Mumbai
Shana,
style.
No,
Mumbai.
UV, his nickname, UV say he's called the Shana. In Shana की तरह बात करता है.
No, but Shana is someone being over smart. I don't think he talks like that.
But he's himself said मेरे को Shana बोलते हैं.
No, they can call him anything, that's okay.
But he's not. He talks in a very laid back fashion.
That's
And he has a
raw
bit of a
Rohit.
tapori tinge to his.
Typical Mumbai.
Yeah, in Mumbai also, a very Borivali.
Borivali, yeah,
Yeah.
very Borivali touch.
comes
Yeah,
from.
Yes.
So he's very relaxed. But that's good, right? See, he's become, like we've seen a lot of cricketers, when they start off, come from humble background, they're one way. But then they,
Wash up.
yeah, exactly, right? They're groomed and they become
Polished.
very suave, polished.
Yeah.
But Rohit's been Rohit. In fact, I remember speaking to him about football, generally talking, because he's a big football fan.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid fan. He's been watching for a long time. So he says even now
Yes.
he plays fantasy football, which he used to when he was a young teenager or maybe just after a teenager, with his that Borivali group of friends. And he says that even now that league continues. Like,
That's
so
fine.
he's even now active with them, with season, what players you've selected
Wow.
and how it's going. So that is pretty grounded, pretty.
Connected with his roots.
Yeah.
एक इंटरव्यू ईशान किशन ने बोला था एक इंटरव्यू में रोहित भाई की कैप्टनसी ऐसी है बोलते हैं फील्ड में गाली दूंगा भाई सीरियस होते हैं.
Actually, a lot of people say that, oh, you keep saying that Virat speaks like this, he's angry, but we see Rohit also.
He's very
Yeah,
animated.
he's-
Yeah.
He is, but his thing is, how do I say, more out of frustration
Than anything else.
than anger.
वो खड़ूस पंक्ति that
No, not
खड़ूस
Kadus, he's
Not
not
even
Kadus,
Kadus.
he's not Kadus. He's like, I don't know, like he's so frustrated with all that is happening. He's, how do I say, he's stressed with what is happening around rather than, being angry.
Yeah, he must be feeling like how he is in a packed Mumbai local train.
Something like that.
Something on those
Yeah.
lines, yeah.
So it's quite endearing actually to see him sometime with those expressions. And by the way, however casual or relaxed he may sound, and you may think that he's very nonchalant about his cricket, which is not the truth, because we credit MS Dhoni for the tactician that he is, but you can't take away from the fact that Rohit also does it season after season.
Yeah.
In fact, Rohit was the one who broke that CSK hegemony.
Yeah.
Were it not for MI going into next level.
And he's very sharp.
Yeah.
In his team selections and all. I remember with DC, he used to keep bringing Jayant Yadav once in a while. That
Yeah.
would pay off dividends. Very, very sharp that way. Even today, for example, they did keep a Nehal Vadera in mind, so that you could switch both ways. And he came good today.
I mean, 3 of his IPL titles have come beating MS Dhoni. 13, 15 and 19 plus one where MS Dhoni was part of the team but not the captain. RPS.
Plus, it's good on him.
17.
Good on him to give credit to all the scouting guys or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the middle, it's the captain. First, he's the one who has to decide to have them in the 11. Secondly, to bowl them in the right,
Yes.
stages. Then third, to give them the confidence and the belief to bowl the way they need to based on plans. We always end up giving Dhoni that credit because he does give a lot of confidence in youngsters, tend to do very well. But as Rohit is pointing out, a lot of superstars Mumbai Indians made, and the credit for that needs to go to someone like Rohit. And he's now giving you more stars in this season too. So
I think Mumbai are also at that stage, let's say, like CSK have been, let's say, for a couple of seasons now. They're okay with, let's say, 10 players and a captain. Even if MS isn't giving the kind of runs that he used to in the seasons gone by, they're okay with somebody like Rohit also, who's not been amongst the runs. Again today, when the playoffs, I was reading somewhere 26 happens to be his highest score while playing in playoffs. This is excluding the final, by the way. 26. That's his highest over all these years. But regardless, you know, the way he marshals his troops, the way he gets a hold of his players, the way he, like Nikhil just said, to know when to bowl. So having resources is one thing, but to be able to use them properly is another, and that's something we've only seen Mahendra Singh Dhoni do over the years very well. But it's great to have Rohit also do it for his franchise.
Was that, they just showed the win percent in playoffs for Rohit Sharma as captain?
It's the highest.
Yeah, what was that at?
70 something, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, 76% or something is the win percentage. Second was David Warner, and then third at 60 something
Was MSG.
MSG.
Win percentage in playoffs. Once again, telling you how good he is with the playoff. And the point again, I'm reiterating, because even he said it in the interview, and I kind of agree. It's not always that they've had star-studded teams. Their teams have looked star-studded because they've also groomed a few players. Of course, they bought a few good ones.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, actually, they're right. Jasprit Bumrah, whatever said and done, is Mumbai Indians fine. I
Yes.
still remember the first season when he bowled. And when he bowled that first over, I remember one or two balls, he just sprayed it. And I was like, and there's action and all that. You know, when you see it for the first time, I was like, I mean, how could they even, you know,
Think of it,
think
yeah.
of playing a bowler like this? Like, what are they thinking? But clearly they'd seen something in the net,
Took
so
Virat.
wherever
Virat.
else. Yeah.
Three after getting it for 3/4s.
Yeah, I mean, but even then he just didn't look that impressive, or you know, wasn't conventional. Like, imagine a good fast bowler, you know, running in and bowling the right way, and you'd say, no, it's a good find. He'll do well going forward. Like Umran Malik, whatever has happened when you saw him the first time bowling, he's like, okay, this guy, you know, I don't mind backing. He could do something, you know, running up like that, quick run up, perfect. Jasprit Bumrah, like, what is it? But look where he's come.
And I mean, we were all wondering how the Archer Bumrah combination would be lethal. But there was already a much more lethal combination, Malinga and Bumrah. Imagine those two bowling in the death overs. That's why they were so potent. And what you're saying, you wanted LSG to have a lower order bat. For Mumbai, who did they have? Kieron Pollard at number 7. And he was the main difference maker in all the finals you look at it. And if Bumrah or Malinga did not step up, it was a Mitchell Johnson who stepped up. 2013 and 2017. So, Mumbai Indians know how to unearth the best from all the players. Even a Behrendorff, he's got such a big run in the IPL, but see how he's performing. Every match he's getting better and better.
Yeah, I was about to say that when you look at Mumbai Indians, they're doing a lot of work underground on the grassroots level. I don't think I've ever seen any franchise be that involved at the grassroots level, because they're organizing all these tournaments, they're having these camps every year, every month or so, and all year round. It's not just when the IPL is about to come or something like that. They're starting from the age of under 14, they're having these tournaments. I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah. In fact, funny that you talk about it. There's someone I know who's in the, I don't want to take names, who's in the Mumbai management, and he saw a young kid. I think I've told you that story earlier, but he had mentioned it to me. So in the society he was staying in Bombay, he saw a young kid who was not playing too much cricket, but he was like 6'2", 6'3" in 11th grade or something. So they got him to start bowling, and slowly he picked up. And suddenly, because of his height and all, he developed some good bounce and some pace. Within a year, by the time he reached 12th standard, he had said, this guy saw him, see again, that's what I'm saying. Again, no background, not playing too much cricket. He took him to the camp, the Mumbai Indians junior camp. He started bowling there regularly. And just this year, because he again shared it with this year, he won that upcoming Mumbai Cricketer Award.
Wow.
In just 2-3 years. So they're also picking talent like this.
Yes, exactly.
They see it like somewhere this guy can be a potential, 6'2", 6'3", can be a good fast bowler, and got him to bowl. And then after they introduced him to cricket, he started playing lower level, district, state, whatever, and now is already one of the promising award I think he won this year. So I think is the reason for their success, that they're looking at, you know, and a lot of these kids are not necessarily from their catchment area. They're getting kids from like Punjab, this is one from Uttarakhand, all of these guys were shining. So that's incredible. But one thing also I want to point out, the reason for their success, can we go to Twitter handle of Sachin Tendulkar? You know, I've always said that Sachin, the reader of the game, is very underrated. We all know him as a cricketer. Not all great players have been great readers of the game, but his reading sometimes is just outstanding. Okay, go up.
First.
Up. Okay.
Very
Okay. Yeah.
first
Just click the last tweet that he put out. Can you click that? Yeah. Okay. Can you make it big, please? Okay. Can you correct full frame? Okay, so this is Sachin Tendulkar, the analyst, when he must be sitting in his hotel room in Chennai last evening, watching the game that was happening between Gujarat and Chennai. Right? He said the first hour of the game, Gujarat Titans, and this is he's tweeted at 9:14, right at the mid innings. Now the first bit of, and I saw this tweet and I was thinking, that's why I'm telling you, that's why he's the master. That's why he knows. So he tweets in the mid innings that the first half of the game, Gujarat Titans had only wrist spinners bowling for them. But I feel in the second half, the finger spinners of Chennai IPL will also come into play. Now, when we all assessing, we all were saying that yes, it's a spin-friendly track. But truth be told, nobody thought that's going to turn square. Because as soon as that Jadeja ball, a finger spinner at that ball turned, all of us had our jaws drop. Right?
Yeah.
But he had seen it coming. He had seen it coming. So my point is that sometime none of these things will ever come out, but sometime their decision, for example, to bat first today, Mumbai Indians, right? A lot of these decisions that they make in terms of their playing 11, it's all aided by some great backroom staff that they have, and one of them happens to be a certain Sachin Tendulkar.
I'm just saying, had Mumbai with all the momentum, had they come and had they, let's say, they played here before Chennai did yesterday, I'm pretty sure they would have, batted second. Only because of what they saw yesterday, this Mumbai side, I think, decided to go have a bat first. No, otherwise, I'm not too sure if they would have had the same reading.
No, his reading of the pitch is incredible, is what I'm saying. See, by the way, pitch reading is not an exact science. Nobody gets it right, and we've seen the best guys also get it wrong. But each team has one or two guys who are very good at reading the pitch, who somehow can tell you that this is what might happen with the pitch. And I know this for a fact that even for the Indian team, Sachin was one of those guys who would be entrusted with the responsibility of reading the pitch. I'm not saying that nobody could get you 100% success rate, but if there was one, by the way, I mean, MS Dhoni did give indications yesterday that he kind of knew that chasing may not be the best way. So he had an indication, which is why he said what he said at the toss. I'm not too sure. It was kind of a good toss to lose, what he had suggested. So, okay, you want us to read what Rohit Sharma said. He said, this is what we've done over the years. People don't expect us to do what we have done, but we managed to, as in, make the playoffs, do very well. So he says, Akash Madhwal was part of the team last year as a support bowler, and once Jofra was gone, I knew he had the skills and the character to do the job for us. Over the years, we've seen many guys coming in from Mumbai Indians and playing for India. It is important to make them feel special and make them feel part of the team. My job is to just make them comfortable in the middle. They're very clear in their roles about what they need to do and what the team wants them to do. As a team, we enjoyed fielding as well. By the way, fielding was outstanding.
Yes.
Rohit Sharma,
led by the captain, barring the run out, that dive to stop the force.
Brilliant effort.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone contributing. By the way, coming to Chennai, we knew that the team needs to come to the party. The Wankhede, you need one or two brilliant performances. But here it is different ball game. So that's again must be something that they spoke. That Wankhede, okay, Sky, do it.
if not Sky, Green. You or Tim, you.
Or even Ishan.
One of you. Guys,
even
team
Ishan.
meeting must be like, okay, playing at Wankhede. Listen, Sky, Tim,
there,
Ishan, one of you.
Ishan, आपकी पर्ची आई है. Today, Sky, पर्ची is yours.
And they would do it.
They would do it.
But here, Chennai meeting must have been, guys, everyone.
You all chip in.
Everyone has to get runs.
List is there.
This is the 11.
Like, ball goes to everyone, contributions. Come on.
Which is true.
2013 में विराट और गंभीर का झगड़ा हुआ था तो मुंबई जीती थी. 23 में भी हो गया.
Where has he come up with these?
It did come up in the
social media. Social media. Producer Shivam informs us that 2013 was that infamous coming face to face of Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli, and that is the year that Mumbai Indians won the title. Shivam says that it has happened again in 2023. So guess who's winning the title?
Yeah, if that happens, then first time in this playoff history that a team from fourth would have won. Playoff, I mean that eliminator qualifier, this thing.
No, but SRH were third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SRH were third.
But same thing, yeah.
Fourth,
But same in the sense
Yeah.
that route is the same.
yes.
Third, fourth have to play this.
Okay, if you're 2009, the team that finished fourth won, Deccan Chargers. They were fourth.
But then that was semis.
Semis,
And
yeah.
that also doesn't count.
Yep, so
Also, back then you didn't have 10 teams. Now you have 10 teams. So these
Oh.
things to come true now.
Also, just 2 wins, semis and finals. Now it's so tough.
Yeah, we have to get
to
3.
To win this game, we have to win another game and win another game, and to do a hat trick of wins.
You're basically playing a quarter final
Yeah.
in essence, because it's
Yeah.
quarter, semi, then the final.
the final, yeah,
Absolutely not easy.
not at all.
Okay, what has Akash said? He said, I've been practicing a lot and waiting for my opportunity. He's done engineering, yes, I heard that. But cricket is his passion. He's been waiting for his chance since 2018. When he practices in the net, the management gives them a target and they have to execute. So that's very interesting that they practice in the net, not just like, I've 50 balls dalni hai mujhe, not like that. They must be doing math simulations or something, right? That you're bowling the 19th over, you have to
Yeah.
give these many runs, this is your field, something
You
like
have to
that.
defend this much.
Yeah, which is interesting. He says, hope to do well in the coming games and want to end up as the champions. The wicket of Nicholas Pooran was the most pleasing that it was.
And that was the game-changing wicket for me, because if Pooran got a good knock, then maybe, just maybe, we could have been talking about him salvaging LSG's hopes again. But once he was gone, first ball, yeah, you knew it was an uphill task.
Game over.
Yes. Okay. Sawal?
Swal. Like,
Dhir sare hain.
Lots of many sawals. Swals.
Mehraj says Madhwal was an RCB net bowler.
this is true. He had to get, he had to get out of the bottling team to do well. No?
That's fair.
Slap him if you want. One is allowed.
Off camera.
Or off it.
You take a 5 for today's 5 for day.
The Akash ka 5 for.
Acha, that's why.
Now you got it.
Manchester is saying Manchester Rising from the US of A. So he's the Manchester from US, not the UK. There's a Manchester in the US also.
It's been Pennsylvania somewhere.
Or maybe he's a Manchester United fan. Who knows?
In the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These days it's city that need the rising. So yeah.
Glazers, no? US.
No, but there's Manchester
there is,
place also.
yeah.
in- As is a lot of places that you see in England,
Yeah.
they have it in the
A
US.
little this, little that.
Yeah.
New York is also what York.
Liverpool's also
Yeah.
Liverpool's, there is also Salem. Salem, Tamil Nadu, there is a Salem in US.
Must be an IT hub. Always.
Might be. I don't know where
But that
exactly.
they go from Andhra, Guntur and all that
yeah.
packed with
Yes.
IT guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, anyway, Manchester Rising is saying Huda didn't score all season. So today he didn't let others score.
Exactly. He got
Not
actually
wrong.
2 wickets.
No, but to be fair, those 2 run-outs are not his fault.
Not his fault. Gotham, again,
And
he was
Stoinis.
Again to put in that dive.
And
the
Stoinis.
collision is as much his
Because
fault
Stoinis
as
was also ball
watching.
Exactly, it was as much his fault as Stoinis'. So and he's
IPL transformed into STPL for one brief moment.
You know, not once in the STPL have we had a run of this. Actually, no, I can't say that. I was a victim of one.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we have won a game, yeah.
Yeah.
They have like 3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says teams relying on 2-3 bat hardly ever win titles. Winning teams have all round.
Yeah, I think
Message
the
for
only,
RCB.
I'd know this.
the only
RCB, yeah.
the only team who I can remember who had 1 or 2 good batsmen firing and won the title were SRH. And even they were like a miracle team in many ways.
No, but yes, but they had Shikhar, Warner,
Huh.
Wood, and 1 or 2 more.
Yuvraj.
Ben Cutting.
Was Manish Pandey also that season?
No, Manish Pandey at that point was in KKR.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
But I don't. But I think their strength that season was bowling.
Bhuvaneshwar and
Rashid,
Mustafizur.
Bhuvaneshwar, Mustafizur, all of them.
Was Rashid there in 2016? Why do I remember him from? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would just choke the.
Yeah, that's what they were very good at. They were that team that could easily defend or chase 130, 140 comfortably.
Because
Yeah.
chasing they would never get 150, 60 say more because their bowlers would ensure. And defending whatever they got, bowlers said don't worry.
We'll do it.
Vipul Sharma and Barinder Saran also.
Barinder Saran, of course. Ah.
Saran, how can you not?
Wasn't Sandeep Sharma also there that time?
No, Sandeep
No, he
wasn't.
wasn't.
Sandeep wasn't.
16?
No. Sandeep, I think
Wasn't
was
Karan
with
Sharma
Punjab.
also there?
Punjab
Wasn't
Kings.
Karan Sharma because he was the lucky charm.
Yeah.
I think Sandeep was there in Punjab Kings.
May have been.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time in that franchise, Sandeep.
May have been.
Yeah. Barinder Saran got Kohli for 54 and ensured that 974 mark could not be reached.
Okay, Merad wants to know who do you think is the underdog in Mumbai versus CSK final? You already picked a final.
If he reaches there, then CSK.
Big time
Merad is like,
CSK.
"Hum kya karne aaye hain in this?"
If it's the underdog, it's CSK.
No.
Yes.
Between them.
Yeah.
I'm going
Between them.
Mumbai.
No, actually, historically, CSK have always been
but
the underdog.
Come on, yeah. CSK this season.
Yes, hope so. The law of averages has to turn. 13 years, CSK haven't beaten MI in a final. That was the only loss MI have ever had by the
Okay,
way.
let's go around the room. Who's the underdog?
CSK.
CSK.
None, it's the El Clasico.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be the underdog. Somebody has to be favorite.
Who's the favorite then, if not underdog?
I think CSK is the favorite.
Favorite, yeah. So
Yeah.
Mumbai underdog. Even I think Mumbai.
But then,
Tough
CSK.
when it comes to-
CSK the underdog.
Arey, you've said it some 10 times. I heard you.
I have to say it 5 more times, na?
CSK.
even when it's hard,
CSK.
See, 13 years. I have to say it 13 times, that's why. 13 years.
Lucky charm.
Unlucky, na? Unlucky 13.
Lucky for some.
Huh?
Yes.
yes.
13?
Lucky-
Of course, I
13 is
mean,
very
I
good
should
number.
be the last person to talk about
Some
unlucky
people say
13.
unlucky, but it's the other way of looking at it, it's lucky for some.
Yeah.
I mean, I should be the last person to talk about unlucky 13. My daughter was born on 13th.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
then there you go. You answered the question yourself. Now I'm asking Harshit, not you. Don't say CS.
The underdog.
Mohit, come on.
Yeah, two finalists. How can you call either of them an
One of
underdog?
them will be.
No, SRH were the underdogs against RCB. That's a fair assessment.
In 2012 also, KKR.
KKR were the underdogs. You were up against
We'll allow
2-time
him
champs.
to come back tomorrow with the answer. Let's move.
It's already tomorrow.
It's
So
already
he'll come
tomorrow.
on Friday.
Final के दिन पूछ लेंगे.
Final के दिन बता देना. Next year. Okay, Meraj is saying, by the way, now we were talking about that Mumbai haters and see he's backing us up by saying that he is a Mumbai Indians fan and even he didn't pick Mumbai
Yeah.
to reach top 4. He's shocked too. Then
And
he-
now top 3 actually when you think about it.
Then he can send us the vada paos because biryani we missed out on. Shivam had promised that biryani had Lucknow reach the final.
the
so-
Lucknowi biryani,
The Lucknowi
which is very
biryani.
different.
So if
Actually, it's not
Miraj,
Lucknowi biryani, it's Lucknowi pulao. They don't believe in biryani that much.
Muradabadi
Muradabadi
biryani.
biryani, yes.
But Lucknow kebabs are welcome.
Kebabs, yes. Their biryani is very less spicy.
Hmm.
Lucknow. Their style. So if you see their food, the difference between Mughlai food in Delhi and Lucknow is the spices.
Hmm.
So Delhi is far more spicy and Lucknow is less spicy. And there's a story also, which I tell you some other time.
Alright.
I know that story.
You know that story. Piyush Andre is saying, imagine same Mumbai team with Archer and Mumbai. I would discuss.
Give them another title.
Oh boy. Then yeah, I would have picked them. Shubham Garg wants to know, do you think because Reliance has huge CSR budget, they invest more in scouting and talent development? Should IPL have cap on staff salaries too?
No.
No, Shubham, I don't think you can do that. And by the way, CSR budget does not necessarily translate into, to be fair to Reliance, by the way, their CSR budget will go to various other,
Yeah, not MI.
No, yeah.
MI doesn't count as CSR.
correct, various other things which I know that
Yeah.
they work on. Also, if you look at in terms of spending money, they also spend a lot on other sport. For example, football, I know they
Yeah.
have a huge development program
Yes.
where they put in a lot.
They pretty much own the
So
league.
I don't think that that's a fair assessment that because Reliance is CSR budget is anyway not going to Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians manage with their own budget. They look at that, and I'm guessing right now where the situation is, remember each franchise was paying a fees for the first 10 years. Now that's done and dusted. Now they're only breaking in the profits from everywhere.
Yeah.
Profits are huge. It's up to the franchises then to think of where to put that money, and I'm sure they have those kind of budgets to look at having grassroots. But the problem is, and I tell you that's the reason, nobody really wants to think long term. These things take a long time to bear fruits, so you'll have to keep investing in youngster. It's a 10-year, 20-year sort of a program. Like, you know, Indian government used to have 5-year plan, 6-year plan. It's like that. You won't have instant results. Most IPL teams are happy with doing a lot of tournaments. They do a lot of corporate and junior tournament, but really don't, in the sense they'll sponsor the prize money and have tournament and maybe pick a player here and there. But in this case, they're actually going to invest and then see the player through different steps. That's not a easy path to take. Very few franchises are doing it. In football, it happens because they think long term. They want to be their legacy. Here, it's more about someone will look at the talent,
we'll buy them.
We'll see it, we'll buy it.
Also, with football clubs, it's worth noting that a lot of them are pillars of the communities they're in. So, them taking in young talent from the communities they're from is as much their version of, giving back. So, I think that
can be done here.
It can, of course, it can be done, and that's the thing. Why more teams don't do it? And truth be told, see, I think it would be unwise to cap off certain things. Why would you want to cap off something that is essentially, guaranteeing the future of your sport for generations? If you have that big a talent pool, like I'll give another example in say Formula One. Recently, you've had the budget cap come in, but there are certain things the budget cap doesn't cover. It does not cover, say, for instance, driver salaries.
Yeah.
It is related to the development of the car. You can't cap everything. That's just not possible, and it's not practical.
It doesn't happen in football either, yeah.
No, there's the opposite problem.
No, you can't cap the salary of trainers and this and that.
Or academy investments, these kind of things.
You can't.
In fact, they prefer that you invest in infrastructure, a good training ground, a good stadium, invest in the local communities, because that's then contributing to the sustainability. Yeah. So it actually makes more sense to do that.
For the Mumbai Indians, which is why, apart from Wankhede, they have an equal, if not a better facility as well, infrastructure-wise at BKC. The Reliance Stadium in Bandra Kurla complex, which is very, very on par with the facilities that are at the Mumbai, with the Wankhede Stadium.
Yeah.
And if you look at who are their backroom staff, you've got Boucher, you've got Jayawardene, you've got Bond, you've got John Wright.
Backroom staff doesn't matter. SRH have a star-studded backroom staff. They still win sweet,
Nothing, I know, but still.
Delhi Capital.
Delhi Capitals have too many cooks.
No, but Mumbai Indians set that original benchmark, no, at the very beginning.
Yeah, but they have everyone getting delegated roles, not, I'm sorry to say, glorified. He's a mentor, he's a coach, he's the throwdown coach, he's the, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's 7-8 coaches, man. Imagine from being a youngster, they're coming in, there's so many people to learn from, and then you're learning 3 different things from 3 different players. It's confusing. You need to specialize.
Yeah. Karthik K from the US says, big brother
Rohit Sharma
beats elder brother
Krunal Pandya.
And now on to younger brother
Hardik Pandya.
Okay.
Manchester is saying Salem is a historically haunted town.
The Salem witch hunts and all these things. So
Yes.
The trials.
Okay.
Don't want to go there. What's the role of Krishnappa Gautam? Sports Warrior wants to know. What his role
good
is
question.
To bowl a few overs. We got one, should have got more, we discussed that. And then bail them out in the situation that they were, only for him to
run out.
Run himself out by creating harakiri, panicking. That's his role.
Yeah.
And we'll check the tweet he's talking about. I'm guessing he's talking about Uthappa? We'll check the tweet. Are there any demons in this pitch? Doesn't seem so.
Is it a Salem pitch?
No. The Chepauk pitch.
Mehraj says never doubt Mumbai Indians scouting team.
That's true. Do you know, by the way, who was one of the young players they had scouted this year who ended up doing really well? Suyash Sharma. He was scouted. Yes, he was scouted by 2 teams, MI and KKR. And both of them had the chance to go for him in the auction. KKR went and got him at base price, which is why, if I'm not wrong, KKR had said after the auction that we're very surprised to have gotten him at base price, because they expected Mumbai to at least put in 1 or 2 bids. They didn't.
Oh.
So they do have a very good scouting team. Can't take that away.
Okay.
So I'll explain. Robin Uthappa posted a picture of himself wearing a jersey watching the match, CSK match, and then KKR fans started trolling him, saying that you never showed this kind of support for KKR, to which now he's replied this.
After Gotti was let go, everything changed and I felt alienated. However, my love for the fans of KKR was the same and will remain the same forever. I'm forever grateful for their support and I want to clarify that. This isn't about the fans of KKR. I'll forever love and respect them. Maybe what
He's criticizing the management in essence.
But that a lot of people have, right?
Oh yeah. The management isn't very popular among a lot of people, truth be told. Although wait, saying Gautam was let go is a bit of a stretch. Gautam wanted to leave
How?
because he wanted to finish his IPL career in Delhi.
So I think what he's trying to say is that once Gautam was gone, things in the management may have changed.
And not just management, truth be told, because again, if you look at who the captain was at that point, after Gauti, you went to, no disrespect, Dinesh Karthik, who was a pretty different captain.
Yeah.
With Gautam, he was very strong-willed, and
Yeah. And also, I feel that he may not have allowed things to filter down to the players. So he deals directly with the management, right?
yes.
And so players don't feel any of the
Yeah.
pressure or anything. It's
I
just
would-
that once he's gone, then you're.
With DK, he felt a bit of an outcast in that role. Truth be told, again, I'm saying this having watched him for 3 years. No coincidence that KKR's fortunes underwent a significant change once Morgan became the captain, because again, he was someone used to liaisoning with, say, in his time with England. He had a direct role in how it is that team was shaped.
Yeah.
So he had no issues talking or making those hard decision conversations. He ensured the team was insulated from pressure, even at a time when he was facing so much scrutiny. Remember, his form was pretty terrible in 2021. It still took the team to the final.
Any more? Can we see the chat if you allow us? Shivam? शिवम चैट दिखा दे. Okay. Thank you, doctor. GGK says he's picked Mumbai in top 4. Well done. Piyush Nandre says nobody gonna talk about Rohit's fielding and captaincy. Maybe this chat came earlier.
Yeah, because we've been talking about it since forever.
I think there's a super chat there.
Yeah.
We took this one.
Okay. On that note, then, thank you.
Yep. Join us on Friday for the second qualifier.
Yeah.
Thursday also.
Yeah, Thursday we'll do the preview to the qualifier between Mumbai Indians and Gujarat Titans.
Something or the other keeps coming.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, our real date is at 6:50 p.m.
Yes. On Friday.
Bye
Bye.
Gujarat Titans.
Bye
versus-
Chepok for
Bye-bye
this
Chepok.
season.
Gujarat Titans versus.
The Mumbai Indians.
Wow.
At
What
the
a
Narendra,
game.
at Ahmedabad.
Hardik Pandya versus his old franchise.
Yep. Jethalal versus Bide loading. Tarak Mehta. Gujarat versus Maharashtra.
Never mind.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Good night.